every day we make dough. The sauce is like we make
So everything's
from
from scratch.
Yeah, everything.
Burgers, tacos, pizza. Oh my! Season 7 of the No Dishes podcast is here. Once again, brought to you by Visit Bloomington. Check them out at visitbloomington.com. Especially if you live in Bloomington, you'll find out about all this cool stuff going on around town that you had no idea about. Also, please support our other advertisers on this episode. The best way to show us some love is to show them some love. You already know what I'm going to say. Play that theme song.
Hey, say, honey, let's go out to eat. Relieve our culinary duties. With all these restaurants to sweep us off our feet, they're bound to turn us into foodies. No dishes, no dishes, no dishes. We'll have a bottle of wine, relax and have a good time. No dishes. No dishes.
They're a staple of the Bloomington late night scene and just in general. We're talking about Rockits Pizza. Here to tell us all about it, we have Mathias Brandt and we have Marian Casanova. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Yeah, no, thank you
so
for
much
inviting
for
us.
hosting us.
Yes,
Yeah, for sure.
you.
I know we've known each other since way back when. We used to take ice up to Rockits all the time from Chocolate Mousse. Like every day we'd run a bag up there, put it in the top of the soda machine. And you guys helped out with a couple of the early Food Truck Fridays when Andrew had his hot dog cart and he would sell
I remember the Food Truck
Rockits Pizza.
Friday days.
Yeah, way back in the day.
Yeah.
So how long have you owned Rockits and how did that come about?
Okay, since 2000.
Yeah, okay, so quite a while.
Yes, but before we used to work there.
Well,
Yeah,
nice.
we were working there and probably I moved to Bloomington in 1997 from Venezuela
Yeah.
to study in IU. And then, so in 1998, there was like an election in my country. So that's when I decided to stay in United States. So in 2000, we had the opportunity to buy Rockits.
So when you moved to Bloomington in 1997, did you immediately start working at Rockits?
No, probably like 1999 or 1990. Yeah, we used to go out to the bars and then we loved pizza so much, so we used to stop by at Rockits.
Of course.
And then we met the owner at that time, and so that was like a thunderstorm, and we used to live close to Yogi's.
Yeah, okay.
So he
10th
gave
in
us,
Indiana.
kind of like, so by Coral Grove. So he gave us the ride, and then we met him, and then Manuel was walking one time by the street. He saw that they were hiring, so he applied. And then he started working as a driver.
Wow. So you were only there for a year or so.
Yeah.
And then you were able to have the opportunity to buy it.
Yeah. And then, this guy actually, the old owner, he sold to another guy. But we keep working for the other guy. And then the other guy sold it to us.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Super cool.
Yeah.
So what was it? I mean, how long does Rockits date back? Because it's been there for a long
Rockits
time.
been since 1990.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like more than 30 years.
34 years. I mean, I was born in 1990, so it's easy math for me.
Yeah. Like before it used to be Uptown Cafe.
Yeah,
on the
way back in the
location.
day before they moved down there.
And then 1990, But we're like a few owners before us, and then I think we've been the longest.
Well, I was going to say, you've been the longest owners for 24
like 24
years.
Yeah,
That's
but
impressive.
I think that this time passed so far. Like,
So you and
crazy.
your husband Manuel own it. And then Mathias, what's your role?
I'm the son of Marian and Manuel. And my role right now is I've been learning about the pizzeria. I've been working there since July this year. And right now I work every Friday nights, 10 p.m. or 9 p.m. until 4 a.m. in the cash register. And right now I'm just trying to get the hands-on experience of running the pizzeria so I can own it in the future.
That's sweet. That's awesome. How old are you?
I'm 19.
19. What a great, cool experience too, to like be Friday nights seeing that crowd. Have you seen some crazy things happen in your...
Oh yeah, obviously. It's just part of the job at that point. Not too crazy because it's
not
been,
yet. We haven't seen.
She's seen like crazier stuff though.
Maybe I'll circle back to that.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
So what is have you done many changes since in your 24 years of ownership, or has it been more, hey, we have something that works, let's just keep this going?
I think we haven't changed anything. Like let's see, probably we used to have the monster pizza, like the big one. We
got rid of that.
It was kind of complicated to make that because our kitchen is really small. The
I
oven is
know.
really
I look
small.
back there and it's like very
super
small.
tiny. Yeah. So now we don't. After the pandemic, we don't have drivers anymore. Like we used to have our own drivers.
Yeah.
So we stopped doing that.
Interesting. Okay, because I was wondering when you said Manuel
Yeah.
got hired on to be a driver,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
remembered you guys used to it. I was like, man, I don't think I've seen anyone
No,
driving
no.
for Rockits in a while.
After COVID, we has to stop. Yeah, and then
Do you partner with any third party or
yeah,
can you
like
only...
DoorDash.
Okay, so they can get it through those.
Yes, yes,
but
yes.
still, your bread and butter is late night.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay, that's
more
where,
like,
like-
pizza by the slice and it's more popular because
Yeah.
yeah, I don't. We don't concentrate too much on the delivery. Like actually, we close deliveries around depends, and then we just do the
Just do your
late
thing.
night. Yeah, it's better like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, you
Yeah.
guys, the ability to make so much money off slices
Yeah.
is so unique. I don't think
Yeah.
anyone else does that. I think the only ones
Yeah.
that have come in recently is
Yeah,
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas, yeah.
You know, and they're a ways away from
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
But yeah, just to have the slice option available. Butchers
Yeah.
used to have it. You know, they're no longer.
Yeah, but they didn't have it for late night.
Yeah, exactly.
So we still have.
I mean, you guys have. I
Goodfellas
mean,
and
you're the
us.
spot. I was just telling you
Yeah,
before we
yeah.
started to record. I was DJing at Brothers on Saturday night for homecoming, and I was leaving at like 2:45. I look over at Rockits, and I was hungry. I was like, "Man, a slice would be great." But just the line out the door.
Super busy.
You also have. Is it just for homecoming? At certain times that you bring the
Actually,
warmer out front.
some depends of the night. We do like it's gonna be busy. We take the machine out.
Yeah.
To kind of cut like a lot of people doesn't want to do the line, so we just put it outside.
There you go. Hey,
Yeah.
save them the trip.
Yeah. And we do when it's not like winter, like because
Of
when
course.
it's too cold, I don't know. I
Keep it
feel
in-
bad for the person.
How much are you paying for your restaurant's business insurance? What's affordable for your needs? What does your agent do for you that isn't just policy writing? Tony Brown with First Insurance Group has a keen eye for the policies all restaurant owners and operators would love to have. Tony provides risk management and other HR resources free of charge as your agent. Tony has no waiting period for loss of business coverage starting from day one, minute one, unlike other carriers' 72-hour waiting period. Tony has no audit for liquor liability and general liability, saving you time so you can focus on running your restaurant. And Tony's insurance carrier is the preferred vendor of choice for the Indiana Restaurant and Lodging Association. Call or text Tony Brown with First Insurance Group today, 812-327-2321. Set up a free review of your current policy and see how Tony can help you protect your largest investment, your business. 812-327-2321. So how do you decide, because I've seen usually it's what, pepperoni, cheese, and veggie?
Yes.
Do you mix it up very often or?
Sometimes we try, but people keep saying like cheese, pepperoni, or veggie. So sometimes I say I have this like sausage or something.
Yeah.
And take longer to sell it. So I don't know, people are so used to the cheese, pepperoni, and the veggies.
You're like, hey, what?
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know, it's something quick and it's the most like common toppings, I think.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, you did your research, which I was super impressed by because they brought us pizza and breads. We'll give a little money shot of these. All these sauces and sticks. And then the cheese. So the one they brought, the research that Marian did was she knew I liked sausage and onion, which is so impressive.
And ricotta, but we don't have
Oh,
ricotta.
no, yes, you know the trifecta. But I mean, just look, it's just a perfect looking pie. Oh my God. So anyway, Garrett and I already dove into the sausage onion one, but they were so kind to bring us some food. And just it showcases just how, I mean, it just looks beautiful.
Yeah, we make our own dough and every day.
Yeah, can you walk
we
us
make-
through the dough making process?
Yeah, like every day we make dough. The sauce is like we make
everything's
from
from
the
scratch.
Yeah, everything. Yeah.
Wow, see, I don't know if
Yeah.
people know that about Rockits.
Yeah,
Like you're
yeah.
making the dough from scratch. You're making
Yeah.
the sauce from
The
scratch.
sauce,
Have
yeah.
you? You're doing the cashier. Have you got to get much experience in the kitchen?
I had a little bit, but not as much kitchen experience yet, such as making the pizzas.
Yeah.
I've been learning a little bit in the summer of how to make dough, roll it out, and place it, and just the dough making process. But I'm still right now. I've been more focused on the cashier job, but
Yeah.
in the summer when I have more time, I want to continue learning more about the other practical aspects of running a pizzeria.
That's great. Now, when people learn maybe how to do, have you seen some really bad pizzas come out when people are first learning?
Of course. Like, it's like sometimes,
It looks easy, but maybe like you just
normally the dough is very difficult because depends of the weather too. Like as it's too cold, you have to leave the dough outside longer. When it's too hot, you have to put it away right away because if not, they grow up so fast. So it depends how the weather is outside.
So many variables.
Yeah. And it's sometimes hard to keep, like, if you change the person that do the dough, it's hard to maintain sometimes, the quality exactly how it should be, because it's something like homemade.
It's alive.
The yeast,
it's alive.
Yeah. But we try to have the same person to all the time, so to keep the same.
That's great.
Yeah.
What's with so Rockits kind of has like a rock and roll theme when you go inside. Do you know what the original owner's intention was with that? And can you dive in a little bit more into the cool history of Rockits?
I know a little bit, but I never met him. So I know, let me remember. I think the guy was, he liked like a punk music and rock. And then he decided to decorate like that. I know they used to be Johnny Rockets, the name, and they have like a commercial. And after the commercial, I think they had to change the name.
Gotcha.
Because they had the Johnny Rockets, the one they sell the hamburgers. But that time, that chain was not that popular. That was more in California, I think.
Yeah, there was one. I think in Circle Center Mall downtown.
Yeah, but before in that time, I think it was in 1991.
Yeah, it was just out there.
I don't know. I know because of that commercial, they had to change the name.
Yeah, I think it worked out. Everyone knows it. Well, and the fact that it's spelled with an I and not an E, I feel like it adds to the lore. Just like Crescent Donut is spelled a little off, where it's like, it's Rockits, not Johnny, or not Rock, ETS.
That was the commercial,
Do you run your social media?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that's great.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's how we got in touch.
Yes.
No, I'm so glad to have you on because we've done so many episodes by now.
Yeah.
But you guys are a staple. Like Rockits is Rockits.
It's been for a long time.
Yeah, been around for so long. Everyone knows what Rockits is. So to finally have a Rockits episode of the podcast, I'm pumped about.
Yeah, I'm so happy.
Well, and just we've known each other for so long.
Yeah,
and just
I'm like Chocolate Mousse fans.
Yeah.
Since I moved here.
It's a good pairing.
Yeah,
you got to get the ice cream and the pizza.
Too, I love local restaurants.
What would you say would you say 80% of your business is by the slice?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, something. I figured it had to be really at 90. Really? It's just such a unique business model. It's so fascinating to me. And so what do you typically on a Friday or Saturday night have one person on cashier and then one or two people cranking out pizzas and just trying to stay on top of it?
Yeah.
What do you do? Have you been working register when have you ever just been out of pizza?
There's been moments when for example, it's out of the specific cheese pizza or pepperoni pizza for a few minutes. Yeah. And then that's when I used to ask, when is it coming and how many minutes? Because the customers are always going to ask, how long is the pizza gonna take? Or sometimes people don't want to wait. Or if I tell them, it's coming in 2 minutes, then they'll wait it out. And if not, sometimes they just get another type of pizza, such as veggie, pepperoni, or just depends.
Oh, I mean, I've been in there and been like, maybe whatever you got, it's still pizza. It's still going to be good.
Definitely.
Yeah, and especially if you're drunk too. You're just whatever. Just give me whatever. Is there sauce and cheese and bread? I'm going to be happy.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
One of the gentlemen, I'm blanking on his name right now, he runs La Cha in Casa Brava, told us that when he first moved from Venezuela, that he worked selling slices out on the sidewalk.
Yeah, Juan.
Yes, Juan, thank you.
He's from my hometown,
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, he's the twin of my best friend from school. We went together to the same high school.
No way.
Yeah, and he's twin sister is my best friend.
That's amazing. He was such a nice guy and was so good. And he's running the Lachas, the Casa Bravas, and his story from selling slices, working, doing the dishwashing all day, then going to sell Rockits Pizza till the wee hours in the morning, going home, getting like 3 hours of sleep, like on the floor, and then just constantly. I was like, dude, like this guy's hustle is unmatched.
And it's another guy, the one that runs El Ranchero and
Juan
A La
Carlos?
Una, Juan Valeri.
Yeah.
He's my other best friend.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's from my hometown.
I love that. I just I don't know if people realize the amount of just Venezuelan impact there is within Bloomington. I just met with Marcus and Nicole of Arepa Burger. I'm DJing their wedding on Sunday, and just talked to them, and we were talking about some different songs, and you know, because it's going to be a fairly traditional Venezuelan wedding.
Oh, nice. Have you tried the tequeños?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, and there will be tequeños. That was part of the
cool.
deal.
I
said I
it.
charge this much, and I need unlimited tequeños. I drive a hard bargain.
Tequeños in all Venezuelan parties.
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure. That's
And their green sauce they make is fantastic.
I
love that sauce a lot.
It's so good.
So good,
Yeah, and it's like, I feel, especially if you do it, even their arepas are nice and they're fresh, but I feel like if I just get like a bowl, I feel healthy and it's like super flavorful. I don't know if it is healthy, but I feel healthy. That's the key difference. So what year are you right now in school, Mathias?
I started freshman year.
Yeah, what's that like? Are you living in the dorms or are you living at home?
I'm currently living in Briscoe.
Yeah, what's that like been like being out of the house?
It's been a very amazing experience because I'm born and raised in Bloomington.
Yeah.
So at any time when I feel like, oh, maybe I'm tired, maybe I don't have privacy, or then I can just go, or after work, I can just sleep in my parents' house.
That's so nice to have that.
But I love the dorm life. I'm glad I'm doing it because I met so many cool people in the dorms, or just being around campus. Because I'm sure if I just lived with my parents, I wouldn't have met as much people as I did this year.
Yeah, well, it seems like you got that perfect balance of getting out there into maybe not the real world, but you know, branching out, but then still having like, oh, you can still go home to mom when you need to, you know?
That's a huge reason. That's a huge reason why I chose IU compared to some other college such as Michigan. It's because I'm just at home, and also, come on, Rockits. I can eat Rockits pizza. I can learn about the business. And if I can imagine being in another city such as New York or LA and not having Rockits, or not being at home, not being close to your parents. Yeah.
Your kids will have a blast at Constellation Stage and Screen's upcoming musical, The True Story of the Three Little Pigs, on stage October 25th through November 10th at the Waldron Arts Center. There are two sides to every story, and when the big bad wolf takes the stand in Pigsylvania's trial of the century, he finally gets his say. Enter the jury box and help decide the fate of the big bad wolf in this musical adaptation of the hit children's book. See The True Story of the Three Little Pigs on stage October 25th through November 10th in downtown Bloomington. Find tickets at cconstellation.org. I wonder how many people, when they decide to go to IU, Rockits is one of the reasons. They're like, oh, I'm going. They got Rockits. These other people don't have Rockits.
Because I already had the experience of being abroad or away from my parents for almost a year.
Oh, nice. Where'd you go?
I went to Germany for foreign exchange for a year.
Wow. That must have been an incredible experience.
Oh, it was an amazing experience.
What was your biggest takeaway from that?
My biggest takeaway is I got a lot of independence, able to run more stuff on my own, or also navigate public transportation, because that's a huge thing in Germany. And another thing is organization, trying to be organized with my times, and just running my life. Even if I had because I had host parents, but it was still important to be organized, manage my money, just manage everything, or homework, learning German too, because that's obviously a thing. It's not an easy thing, because before I knew zero German, but then when I came to Germany, I started learning from my host parents. I started learning from my community, my German high school, and it's an amazing experience.
That's so cool that you had that opportunity. My sister did that in France, and when we picked her up at the airport in Chicago, the whole time she was there, because she had already taken years of French, she wasn't allowed to speak English at all while she was there. So when she came back, she's crying, we're all hugging, and she tries to speak in English, but it was coming out French. And she couldn't help it because she had just been doing it for however long. And she was just like breaking down in tears. It was such a weird thing to witness.
It was funny because when I came back to the US, my friends from here were saying, "Why your English sounds like a German English."
Oh, you picked up an accent. Yeah,
I developed like a German accent like the first few weeks being back in the US.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he started working at Rockits, people thought that he was
People
from
thought
Europe.
I was European. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's so interesting.
I think I got the American accent again by just being in college.
Being around.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
gonna happen for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
What was your favorite food in Germany?
My favorite, I like Käsespätzle. It's similar to, like, I would say it's similar to spaghetti or pasta in a way. It's just, I think it's like a mix of pasta, macaroni, cheese. Like, at least that's how I can describe it. It's kind of hard to describe, but it's a very amazing dish. And my host parents, they made amazing food there.
Oh,
They
man.
were chef, both of
Yeah.
them.
Oh, you lucky.
Yeah.
So she used
I
to
don't know,
go
you
like
lucky
super
bastard.
good, super.
And it's and it's mostly from southern Germany too.
Okay, nice. Yeah, Garrett just pulled up some of it. German cheese spatzel?
Spätzle.
Spatula. Oh, God, I'm not even going to try. I'm butchering it. It looks, it looks delicious. For those that want to Google it themselves, it's Kas, hold on, he just had it. Kasepaztle. If you want to go look at it and see the same pictures we're looking at, that looks phenomenal.
Oh, it's very good. Amazing food.
And you were into the you know, what is the name of the Turkish you used to eat a lot?
You mean the ham or?
No, like the Turkish restaurant. Like the
Oh, of course, I can't forget that. I almost forgot to mention that. Doner kebab.
Yeah.
I loved in Germany, it's very common. Everywhere they sell doner kebab. I'd say it's the Mexican food of Germany because in Germany there's a lot of Turkish immigrants. And it's same with here with how it's famous here, like tacos.
You got Mexican restaurants all over
Mexican
the place.
immigrants.
But over there, it's Turkish restaurants.
Yeah.
all
Turkish
over.
restaurant.
It's
Yeah.
amazing. It's amazing food.
Yeah, well, Hamid, who runs the Doner Kebab food truck, lived in Germany for a while.
Yeah, I know
And
him. He's a very nice guy.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Yeah, he loves it.
I think Hamid is our most watched episode ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Cool,
yeah.
cool,
Hamid's got
cool.
everyone just stands for Hamid.
Yeah, I
me
know
too.
him
Yeah.
from since.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
he's the best. I
Yeah.
love him
Oh,
so
for
much.
real.
Yeah.
So what else is it that Rockits does that really makes you guys special, that stands out? Like, you're making your dough, you're making your sauce.
Yeah.
What is it that makes Rockits?
And the hours, the late
hour-
night,
yeah,
the late
yeah.
night, the late night, yeah, like
That's a great
yeah,
answer.
Yeah, late
You're like,
night,
no one else is
yeah.
open. So what are your hours then? Let's get, because you don't open till 4 in the
We
afternoon.
open at 5.
5, yes.
Yes.
So you're like lunch.
No.
We don't need you.
Yeah.
We're
No,
good.
no.
So you don't open till 5 and you're open till what, 4 a.m.?
Yeah, like after COVID, I don't know, everything changed a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's until no one is out, we decide to close. But before
okay.
it used to be
Usually
always until
3:30
4.
or- yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
once the last people are kind of coming in, you're
Yeah,
like, okay,
now
we're good.
lately, I think around 3:30.
Yeah.
But before it used to be until 4. Like, because I feel after COVID, a lot of the kids, they don't party that late. They normally at 2 in the morning, bars die.
Yeah, huh?
So it's different. It's like normally before we used to be super busy. Our busy hour were from 3 until 4, and now it's more like probably midnight until 2, and then it's a lot. And then people
People
keep
in my
coming back.
generation are partying a lot earlier than
Yeah.
they did back then. I don't
Yeah.
know why it's
That's
just
it's so
happening.
interesting.
Yeah. Change, everything have changed. Like, if you see, like, I have a lot of friends that have come. They used to go to school here, and they come for reunions, and they were super surprised about they go to Nick's close at 1 in the morning, I think, or Bluebird close at 1, like.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's because they die. The bars die around 2, I think.
Yeah, I
Like,
wonder what it is. I wonder if it's just like Gen Z just is.
It's definitely got to be like some Gen Z thing.
Yeah, or they're just more concerned about still waking up at a decent hour the next day. Maybe that's it. Like, they're like, hey, we can still go
probably.
party.
Yeah, I
but
think
we don't have to
they-
waste the whole
they're-
next day.
I think they behave better than before, for sure.
They don't party harder, they party smarter.
Yes,
Yeah,
for
exactly.
sure.
I'd say that.
I have seen older generation, and I see this one is very different, like they used to be.
The No Dishes podcast is brought to you by visitbloomington.com. Visit Bloomington.com is the best resource for restaurant and culinary information, special events, fun activities, places to stay, and more in our area. We share a similar mission here on the No Dishes podcast of highlighting local businesses and the people who make our community unique. We can't thank them enough for hopping on board. Check them out at visitbloomington.com to easily plan your next meal, visit, or night out on the town.
I remember as a kid, I wouldn't stay in Rockits until very late. But I remember back then, I used to hear like crazier stories of people getting in fights, more aggressive people, more rowdy customers.
Yeah.
But me working in Rockits since end of July, the customers have been a lot chiller than they used to be.
They're very calm. They're
Laid
very
back.
nice.
Huh.
Oh yeah, they're
That's
very.
great to
Yeah,
hear.
They're drunk,
very,
obviously, but they're
but
not.
they don't get wasted.
Yeah.
I
They're
think.
not combative.
No,
They're not
at
falling all
all.
over the place.
No.
And there's a lot of nice people. I met a lot of nice people working in Rockits.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen it just from DJing and doing bingo.
Yeah.
You know, people always be like, "Oh man, college kids are mean or this."
Yeah.
No, college kids are super sweet.
Oh,
They're
very
nice.
nice people.
They're
Yeah.
super cool and just.
I love it. I
And
love
they
it
like
because
to
you
talk
talk
to
to
you.
them.
Yeah.
Have
Oh,
a conversation.
Yeah, they're super
I sometimes
nice.
get their contacts
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a great way to network
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
For you as a freshman to be running
Yeah.
the register at Rockits on late night.
Because
Yeah.
most of the people that go to Rockits right now are juniors, especially seniors.
Yeah.
Like
the-
upperclassmen. But they're very nice people, and
We
I'm
have
glad,
a lot of
they're
all
nice.
the Europeans, like a lot of Italian people
Oh,
from
really?
Spain. All
Spain,
the
yeah.
people, the kids that go abroad, they go to Rockies.
Oh, that's cool.
A lot
Huh.
of the from Italy, Germany, like what
Yeah,
else,
I've seen- or
Spain,
Hungary
from
or-
Spain, yeah.
Yeah, I don't hear too much about
and
the Euro-
India's a lot of the Indian
Yeah, I knew
kids,
like a lot of Indians and Asia, like,
Yeah.
but I don't hear too much about European.
There's
students
lately
that I
is a lot of like they're doing how you call it like
Foreign exchange,
yeah,
yeah.
they're doing
Yeah.
abroad. Yeah,
study abroad,
Yeah.
but from their colleges
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
IU. Sometimes for a semester.
but
or a
lately
year.
it's more like
Yeah,
from
ramping it
Europe.
up.
Yeah, and in the same so we have a lot of like the kid from New York and Chicago. That's more like our
You guys just have such a
customer.
unique perspective on
Yeah,
Bloomington and the
yeah.
university because of what you do. So few other people, I feel like, get to see that. But you guys have this unique lens,
yeah.
you know, from Rockits,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the people coming in there. And I find that fascinating.
Yeah,
How you just get we're all looking at the same city and university, but you
yeah.
just have a totally different viewpoint.
Oh yeah,
Because
yeah,
of the
different.
different
It's
lens that
for
you
the
guys have.
hours, yeah, it's different. Yeah.
Yeah.
And normally the locals they go, but normally when the students are away, you see more locals.
Oh, yeah. That's,
because they don't like the students.
they all know, like, I do a
Yeah.
weekly radio show on WGCL, and Mike Glott, he'll talk about that. Be like, hey, the students are on break. This is your time to go.
Yeah.
Go do the downtown place
Yeah,
that
you
you've
see
been
all the,
avoiding.
yeah. I love the summer because I see more familiar faces.
Yeah.
I remember when I was working before the college students came. I remember I will always see the same, same faces, but they were all local customers. But now what I noticed lately is I haven't seen some of those people, for example.
Yeah,
Huh.
because
But now I see
they stay
sometimes
away
it's-
from them.
But sometimes I see the same faces of the college students.
Oh yeah,
Right.
we
All the
have
time,
the
yeah.
same regulars.
Well, once they leave
yeah.
for like Thanksgiving and then for winter break, I'm
Yeah.
sure you'll see some of the
Yeah,
locals.
yeah,
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
You know,
Yeah.
sneaking
yeah.
back in.
And when you see the same faces, you start building a connection with them, and
Yeah.
you start remembering their names, recognizing their faces. Like, oh, I remember you. How are you? Oh, you want the pizza, or and you just start
you
having a
remember
good
if they like
conversation.
pepperoni or if
Yeah,
they want to
yeah,
get
exactly.
a drink. Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
nice
yeah.
part about when you
Yeah.
first start working at restaurants is
Yeah.
the first time you have regulars, and what a cool feeling
Yeah,
that
Yeah,
is.
you know what they want. You know what they
and
like.
you just feel
yeah.
like, oh
yeah.
man, I just gave them great customer service because I remember them.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember
Yeah.
their name, remember what they want. So
Yeah.
what are you studying that you're hopefully still going to take over the family business?
Yeah. Right now, I'm gonna major in entrepreneurship and corporate innovation. But I'm currently in pre-Kelly trying to get into the Kelly School of Business.
Yeah.
So my goal this year is just get B's or above. Ideally A's. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ideal. Because if you in one class, if you get below a B, then you don't get into Kelly, and then I would have to get an alternative major. So this year I've been taking very seriously the exams, the homework, doing assignments, just doing everything on time, being organized, because I want to get to the Kelly School of Business. Since I was a kid, I always wanted to study business, and also I was always interested in going to the Kelly School of Business if I went in IU. Now that I'm IU, I want to get into the Kelly School of Business and make the connections, and get the knowledge required to be a future business owner.
Yeah, that's great. That's awesome. I love to hear it. Yeah, I mean, you can tell you have the drive and the passion, and you're like, hey, it's not just handed to you. You have to, go put the work in. And again, time management.
Yeah.
It's huge. So that's great. As far as on the Rockits menu, I never look up. I'm always looking at the slices.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing anything other than pizza and breadsticks or things that people might be surprised?
Yeah, we do chicken wings, like garlic bread, cheese bread, like
Garlic bread,
sandwich,
chicken-
like
okay.
hot sandwich. Yeah.
Ooh, what kind of sandwich can I get at
Like
Rockits?
yeah, we have like Italian sausage sandwich. Like
I used to eat a lot.
chicken Alfredo.
I used to eat a lot of like Italian sausage during the pandemic. I don't know why. I ate that a lot.
I'm excited to come into Rockits and get something other than a slice. just cause. Yeah, get some cheese bread, get some wings, get I didn't know you guys did sandwiches.
Yeah, we do.
I'm so excited to have a Rocket. I'm gonna go break the internet. I'm gonna post out in the foodies group and people are gonna be Rockits does sandwiches and just go really just counter. Oh, I love that.
Yeah. The cheese tomato bread, the people order a lot.
Yeah, this is so tough smelling it too.
Yeah,
as we're
but more
talking about.
like normally in the late night we're more about the slices because
Of
it's
course.
quickly,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you still have your people trickling in between 5 and midnight,
Yeah,
come and get slices
they
or
do, yeah.
ordering full pizzas.
Yeah. Actually, we early we had a lot of like pickups and delivery. And then we can concentrate more about like to move the line quickly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was my biggest thing when I first started
Yeah.
at the Chocolate Mousse at the old stand.
Yeah.
Was how quickly can we move this line?
Yeah,
Because
because
that was like
yeah,
a lot of
because
people-
sometimes people like we can do that, but they want like have some pizza this top in this sauce and take time, and then they wanna like in 2 minutes, like because they're drunk.
Yeah.
So I always tell them, okay, it's gonna take this time. Are you sure you wanna wait, or we normally have whole pizzas ready? So this one is ready, so they normally take it. So we can move everything.
Yeah,
everything
suggesting,
quickly.
like-
It takes a
Yeah.
long time when deciding, should I get a small, medium, large, extra large? Which one is cheaper? At this point, it's quicker. You just give
The slice,
Yeah.
or they get a whole pie, and they move because the place is too small, so they can move quickly.
Yeah,
too.
get out of the way so that
more
you
like
can-
a late night. Early, we can do whatever they want. Like it's okay.
Have
We
you-
can do that late night, but normally it's like harder.
So the
Because
nice
of
part
the
for you
space,
guys is
yeah.
you don't really have to do advertising or, you're just
No,
there. You're just a
no,
staple.
we
And so
don't-
people are coming and you don't have to have an advertising budget, which is really nice.
we don't do advertising.
Yeah. Like you're just doing your thing. You're great.
Yeah,
you're making,
yeah.
everyone knows what they're coming in for, what
Yeah.
they're getting. Better business, better community. For over a century, the Greater Bloomington Chamber of Commerce has been a cornerstone of business growth and community development. They are dedicated to helping local businesses thrive. Their business is all about your business. Join the Chamber today. Call 812-336-6381 or visit chamberbloomington.org to learn more. Have you guys ever partnered with Bluebird on anything, or are you just natural friends?
They're our family.
Yeah.
Family. Yeah, we love
I've been
them.
friends, family at this point.
Yeah.
We know them forever, and they have like a special price for them.
Nice,
We give
there you go.
like really good price to them.
The
And-
neighbor price.
Yeah, and we don't pay to get in either.
That's
and
great.
We get special for the drinks.
There you go. See,
They're
that's
family. We're family.
I love that.
Yeah,
there's
we
such
love
a
them.
great
They're my
crew of everybody
favorite.
over at the
Yeah,
Bluebird
yeah.
with
I love everyone.
Calvin and Hayden and Omar and
Oh, yes.
Wesson and
I love Calvin.
Jason, the
Calvin
whole-
used to work for us.
Oh,
Calvin
really?
and Amber.
Yeah.
Actually, I think they met at Rockits.
Oh, okay. So
they
Calvin
started
worked for you
dating.
and then got the job over there.
Amber too. Amber.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh, nice.
Yeah, Amber. There's so many like
People
have
that
worked-
transitioned over.
Yes.
That's super cool.
Yeah,
Is there
super-
anything about Rockets specifically that we haven't talked about that like you want people to know? I feel like we covered a lot of it.
Let me see. Yeah, it's been like what else? Let's
I mean,
see.
24 years of running a successful pizza place. You're now getting your start. It's a
Yeah.
family business. How many staff do you guys have?
Right now, not too many. We used to have more, but now, like I think just 2 people. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, but no.
So
yeah,
the family plus
Yeah,
two people.
yeah, of course, yeah.
Are the
Mhm,
tips
yeah.
on a weekend night just crazy?
Like, yeah.
I feel like
they
those.
make-
I
they
feel
get-
like those
make-
$1
yeah.
tips got to add up.
Oh,
Yeah, they
definitely.
make
As you
good
get so much,
tips there.
as you get so much people,
Yeah.
they're gonna start piling up overnight, and
Yeah.
you get a good number.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
He's going to be spoiled on how much he makes an hour. He's going to be like, thinks everywhere is like that. Like, wait, where's my $200 in tips? Well, that's cool. I love that it's a family affair, and
Yeah.
that you guys are like, hey, don't fix it if it's not broken. It's
Yeah.
someone loves. It's a late night staple.
Yeah.
Just the fact that you were able to immigrate from Venezuela
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
be a business owner within
Yeah,
3 years.
Yeah,
I think it's
we
incredible.
were super lucky. Yeah, it was a good opportunity. We have worked so much. Like I used to before. Actually, being honest, I used to do deliveries. Like I used to cook, whatever.
Did
we
it
have
all?
To do. Yeah, like actually, I remember normally when sometimes I have to do deliveries, I used to see the owner of Bake,
Yeah. mhm.
and we met. Hey, and we
Jason
was,
or
yeah,
Jeremy?
I don't know his name. I think it's Jeremy.
Yeah,
Is that
okay.
short? Yeah. Jeremy,
Jason, yeah.
Jason, yeah. And so bad with names.
Me too. Don't worry.
Yeah. And what else? Just the pandemic was a little bit tough for us. But
Yeah, people weren't
I
going
don't know
out.
how we made it because the university closed and the bars were closed. So for us it was super hard.
Yeah, if the
like-
bars are closed, I feel like that's very tough for you guys.
no, and the university too. So
Yeah.
our
Well, hey, you made it through.
I don't know
That's
how we
what's
made it,
important.
but yeah, we survived.
So what did you do in Venezuela before you came to Bloomington? What were some of your career?
Yes. I used to work for Gatorade, the company.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I study like marketing and advertising. I work for Gatorade. I work for what else? Like advertising.
Okay.
I did my internship in like very important advertising. Like
So doing corporate advertising, marketing, essentially.
yeah. And then I moved here. Yeah.
Cool. What's
Yeah.
been, other than your opportunity to own a local legend business, what's been your favorite part about Bloomington? You've obviously chosen to stay too, and you could have sold the business and moved. What is it
Yeah,
that you love
yeah.
about Bloomington?
Oh, I love Bloomington so much. Like I think it's like because it's a small town. I like a small town. I don't like big cities. And I think people are really nice.
It's a livable town too.
Yeah, and it's young.
extremely walkable compared to most U.S. cities.
Yeah.
You can ride your bike most places, unless you're in the west side, but most of Bloomington, you can ride your bike. It's a very clean city. There's a lot of trees, and it's just
beautiful,
greener
yeah.
than most cities in the U.S.
I like because we have a lot of options for restaurants, like all
Uh-huh.
kind of for the whole world. I think we're very lucky.
Yeah,
Like you can see,
What are you guys' favorite restaurants?
Little Tibet.
We got
Oh,
time.
Little Tibet, definitely.
Little
Well,
Tibet.
yeah,
We
Pema.
love
I've been eating that
Little
since I was a
Tibet.
kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get the momos and
I like the
curries?
chicken yellow curry.
the curry? I think
Yeah,
he
the
might have the
curry.
best.
I
I love their soup. That I've
The
been
lentil
I've been
soup.
eating that soup since
The samosas.
I was
Yeah.
1
Oh,
years
yeah?
older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since you're about down
Mathias,
here.
I was
favorite.
like this or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we love turquoise.
Turquoise is amazing too.
I like the beef kebab, the one that come in the pot.
Oh, okay, yeah. And
So
then the
good,
P-Days
super
are all
good.
fantastic. I mean, I've
And
even
what
had
else? We
turquoise a
love
little bit either.
Samira.
King Giro's.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
Samira, what else? Samira.
Samir King, you guys have
I
named
love
off some
Samira.
good ones
Yeah.
already. I'm telling you, we just started, and we've got Turquoise Cafe, Samira, Little Tibet, King Heroes.
Yeah. What else? I love the. We used to eat an Irish Lion a lot. Like,
Yeah,
I miss Irish Lion.
R.I.P. Irish Lion,
Yeah.
but now it's gonna be a
I
candle
know.
bar.
Yeah, I saw that. Huh?
The what place with the brewery? I forgot. Upland.
Upland.
Yeah,
we-
Upland. I always
I
get
lo-
confused with Upland and Uptown because it sounds
right.
so similar.
We
love-
love both. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Both
both
of them
good.
are
I
great
love the
places.
food at Upland. I feel like
Yeah.
the food at Upland is consistently like doesn't get the credit it deserves because
Yeah.
they don't.
Yeah.
They do like everything in house, and they're. I don't know.
And we love a lot. We know a lot of the people that work there. Like like.
Well, and Amber's.
I
Well,
love
yeah.
Amber,
yeah.
Yeah.
And what else? What else? I mean, actually, the old one, I mean, is Laughing Planet. I used to go to Laughing Planet.
Oh man, we haven't talked about Laughing Planet on here in a while. That was one of the first places before I moved to Bloomington. When I was coming down here and I was like 16, 17, 18, and my buddy was like, dude, you got to get this burrito from Laughing Planet. It was so good. It just had such a fresh taste. It was just so different than Qdoba.
I love a lot of the Mexican restaurants here, such as La Cha or La Una Cantina. There's a lot of good options in this town.
The Bloomington Town Planner is a community calendar owned and published by local residents John and Sharon Martin. Mailed out to Bloomington homes in December of each year, it features school schedules and community events. And don't forget the coupons at the bottom of the calendar. They'll save you money and help you decide on the next restaurant or retailer to check out here in the Bloomington area. Town Planner also has an online calendar which will be found at townplanner.com. Make sure to sign up for their weekly e-newsletter so you can stay on top of all the fun events going on around town. La Cha was my first love when it came to Mexican places in Bloomington.
We're very close friends of the owner. So,
okay, nice. I know I'm friends with Stefano.
Stefano, his son.
Yeah, he's great.
I know his mom and his dad. They're very close friends.
Nice. Okay, see, I don't think I've met them. Maybe I have, but I don't believe.
His mom lives in Mexico.
Okay.
And Tony lives here.
Nice, but yeah, he's great, and he was the one.
We've been in Mexico with them a lot of times. We used to travel with them.
Yeah, he was the reason we had the La Cha episode. He was like, "Hey, we got this guy's great. You got to talk to him." And I want people to know about what we're doing at La Cha and Casa Brava.
That's so cool.
Yeah, no, that's my favorite part.
We love them. Yeah.
Favorite part about this is just all the different people in town doing really cool stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we support a small business a lot. I love Soma, like chocolate mousse.
Yeah.
I like, what else?
Yeah, Soma does, they have a lot of really good baked goods. Someone I was just seeing, they're talking about all the different teas they have and how they have like their chai tea game is apparently off the charts, which I had no idea about, so I'm going to go check it out.
I did try the pistachio latte.
Yeah. Ooh,
last week,
people have asked us for a pistachio ice cream, and we haven't done it.
You need it.
We need to. Maybe that'd be a good winter
Yeah.
one. We just wrote out our fall seasonals. Maybe we'll do like a pistachio.
Or market like gelato. That would be an amazing idea.
Yeah. I
like the brown coney coffee.
That's my favorite one we make, and then we do a
normally before I haven't been there for a while, but we used to go to Nashville a lot.
Yeah.
So we used to go to the chocolate mousse.
Yeah, that one's a lot of fun. We
They
partner.
still have that one.
Yeah, it's been open for 8 years now.
Yeah.
And then we partner with Brown County Coffee, and we do a ton of coffee drinks at that store. With the drive-through.
I used to drink.
It's a lot different than here. Here it's ice cream and we do our food. There it's ice cream, food, and then a ton of coffee. It's interesting. There's 30-minute drive and you have two really different concepts.
Yeah.
But
I love Nashville. Yeah.
Oh, it's such a cool little town. We
have visitors. We always take them. Nashville. Always.
Well, you guys have such a great story. I love Rockits. Is there anything we didn't get a touch on that you wanted to let people know about Bloomington or other restaurants or your story before we let you go?
I don't know.
It's kind of difficult to come up and on top of the head.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I'll say, Bloomington is an amazing town. I'll say IU is a very good great college. And also, I want to say a big shout out to Kurt Signetti.
Yeah,
we
there
are
you go.
Undefeated 7-0. And hopefully we can make another win and just keep that going. Because
I fully endorse this shout out.
Thank you.
Yeah. Smoke them if you got them, Coach Sig.
And it's good for business too.
Oh, that too.
We were talking about that. To see the return on the millions of dollars you pay for top quality head coaches, to see that return, and it happens. I mean, whether you like sports or not, it's real. When the games are selling out, when there's a buzz about the local team in a college town, it helps Rockets, it helps the Chocolate Moose, it helps all the other businesses downtown.
And the employees too, because they make more.
And we're going to definitely get more visitors from out of town. I have 2 friends coming from another college this weekend to go to IU just for this game.
Yeah.
That would never happen before. It used to be the games. I remember the first few games this year, they were very dead, empty. And now it's extremely full. It feels almost like a SEC game in a way.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've been there. We've been there selling ice cream, and the first ones are good and they're solid and they were warm.
Yeah.
And it was a typical IU crowd. You maybe had 35,000 of the 50 some thousand it can hold.
Yeah.
But now you're getting sellouts. We're sold out the rest of the way.
Now it's so hard to find a seat. Before it wasn't
I know.
the case.
Before you could give away tickets. And now it's like it's hot and in demand.
And very expensive
I didn't
too.
buy the tickets. I saw that last week, the advertising, they have 2 for $50, something like that.
Yeah.
And then it's not so loud. I didn't get it. But it's okay.
Well, you guys are so great. Again, I'm so glad that we talked to get you on here after however we've known each other for probably 10 years now. Going on a decade.
For a long time.
But I don't get to cross paths with you guys nearly as much as I used to.
Yes.
So we'll make it out. You just pretend you need ice one day.
Yeah,
just so I have an excuse.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah, I love to see you staying in the family. You're doing the right things too to get the degree, get into Kelly. That reminds me of a young me. That was my plan for a while.
Yes.
And it's we're lucky to have such a great nationally ranked business school here in Bloomington. Thank you guys for the pizza. Thanks for everything you do.
No, thank you. Thank you for inviting us. It was a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for hosting us.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.
There you go. You can't laugh, Carrot. All right, here we go. There you go, little fella. Oh, what another great episode. Thanks so much to Season 7 presenting sponsor. Visit Bloomington. Check them out. Visit Bloomington.com. As always, keep those hands dry. This episode of the No Dishes podcast was recorded, edited, and produced by Garrett Portinga of Green Hat Media in beautiful downtown Bloomington, Indiana.
No Dishes Media.
No Dishes Media.